That's a good question.
Alright people, you know what time it is. It's that time of the month again. Time to head down to the Merc Cafe, the local 303 meetup hosted by Indie 102.3 here on a chilly December evening in the beautiful city of Denver, Colorado, where I'm going to ask some local bands some interesting questions, and they'll have the opportunity to win my tape, Nick Cicada's Greatest Hits. Let's get right into the action.
Asking interesting questions, asking interesting questions, asking interesting questions, asking interesting questions.
We are here with
Talbot.
My name's Kendall from Neon Division.
Barbara.
Hero Talbot.
Am I introducing myself?
Question 1. Which instrument do you rely on the most?
I think I'm listening to the drums the most, just in terms of like time and staying in lock. So Anna's.
I would say myself also.
With the.
I would also say the drums.
I noticed that. You really pay attention to the beat.
Yeah, but mostly everybody, we all rely on each other.
Guitar, hands down.
And why is that?
Because it's the one I've been playing the longest. I'm the most comfortable with it.
Definitely the piano.
Piano. What type piano? Electric keyboard or acoustic?
I like the normal piano sound, but I can't lug like a full-blown piano around. But yeah, keyboard. I've been playing the Roland, the Juno DS 88 key.
Guitars, probably for our project, yeah, both guitars.
Acoustic and electric guitar.
Yeah, I do acoustic, Elliot does electric. Yeah, we perform as a duo primarily.
You think having both acoustic and electric provides a nice contrast?
Totally. Yeah, and the way that we do it is we really try to be atmospheric with it. We try to make like a nice chill but big sound.
Question 2. Do you prefer songs that are topical and relevant to the current moment, or timeless songs that never seem to age?
I have to go with timeless songs, I think, because there's just a different weight, I feel like, to them, and a different just essence within them.
What are some of your favorite timeless songs?
I think my number one would have to be This Must Be the Place by the Talking Heads.
Right, that one has a very timeless feel to it, doesn't it?
100%, yeah.
You really feel like you're floating through the ages with it.
Yeah.
I prefer timeless songs because I like when things are widely relatable.
Right.
Can be related to for generations to come.
I agree with that. That being said, we did start during COVID as a band, so I guess
there's
some topical songs about that.
But they're mostly based on like feelings, which are timeless.
I think it's more just whatever comes to mind and whatever we wrote.
Yeah.
We don't really worry about that specification. Like down the road, if it doesn't hold up to the current times as much, that's fine because it represents a certain moment, in our thought process in life. So it kind of just is more whatever we're feeling in the moment, we roll with it and appreciate it for whatever it means to us.
The thing that we write is really personal, and I think that's our primary focus, is just writing something that is personal to us lyrically, and then just unique in our own way.
So here's how I feel about that. That's a very loaded question, because I was just talking with somebody about how I miss the ageless music. I feel like today music is so trendy. It's based on trends, and a song's really big for a moment, and then you never hear it again. And I miss Bohemian Rhapsody will never die.
Right.
But that being said, sometimes you need the vibey song that's trendy. But I'd have to go with ageless. I'd have to go with a timeless song for sure.
Question 3. What's the most interesting thing that's happened to you while recording?
Recently, I almost passed out. I had like a sugar low, and I had to sit down. We do long sessions without eating or drinking, tend to be. So it was definitely the biggest. That was the most it had impacted me.
Something super wild. I mean, I guess for me, I haven't been doing music professionally for very long at all. I kind of went into the studio for the very first time like 2 years ago, thinking that it would just be a one-time thing, thinking that I might hate the results, and then after going into the studio, having a good experience, that kind of awakened my whole craving for the music industry, I guess. It just kind of sparked me actually taking music seriously.
I can say what I've done during a recording session.
Yeah.
My buddy was doing an interview during our time at the blasting room, and actually have this film, but I snuck up behind him in a Michael Myers outfit, and I don't know if I actually scared. I don't think I really scared him, but I had my buddy act like the power went out, and he was like flipping the lights on and off, and then he turned around and he didn't even jump. It's like he expected it. That's about as weird as that's gotten.
We recorded at my parents' cabin in the mountains. It was over 3 days. I'm trying to think if anything interesting happened.
We play the conch shells.
Yeah,
at sunset.
That's true. They recorded the horns for all the horn parts on the album were recorded on the staircase with the mics about like 15 feet in the air. So that was kind of interesting.
Okay.
That's all I can think of.
Question 4, what are your thoughts on the psychological benefits of music?
I think that the psychological benefits of music are all just how a really good song or like a really good performance can bring people together. To me, that's kind of what it's all about. Like, I don't know, I've seen moments where like a whole room of people is singing the same lyrics and no one's looking at their phones, and I don't know, it creates a sense of community that I think we don't have very often anymore today. So
I wish I had done. This is something I want to lean into more, but I love the idea of music therapy. I don't know enough about it, but I know that there's days, even for me, as someone who, overall, I would say I have a pretty healthy mind that sometimes I take for granted. There's days when I need a song and it definitely kind of brings me out of a funk. So I know music is very important to the mind. I don't know of a single person in the world that I can think of that on some level hasn't turned on a song and it hasn't changed their mood. Like it changes everything. Like,
okay.
So a good song. So that's that timeless thing. That does that for me.
Right.
I don't think you can even say enough about it.
Yeah.
Like, music is my solace from everything difficult, and it's
Psychological benefits.
Yeah,
I
music
think.
theory, one thing.
Yeah, I don't know. My favorite part of us releasing the album was hearing friends reach out to us saying that like it really helped their anxiety or they could relate to certain things. So I think getting to be a part of that psychological benefit is big.
yeah.
I think it's huge. I think music can help people in ways that words can't. Just the weight that sound can hold and the way it can connect to parts of you that aren't awake is magical, in my opinion. Oh no, I wasn't looking!
Question 5, which songs have changed the way you perceive music as a concept?
Honestly, Kikagaku.
I was gonna say I saw Kikagaku Moyo at the Fox Theater, and like it really like reminded me that you don't have to like be in a hurry, and it's cool to stay on something and just groove and make it feel good. And I think in jazz school I was like always like changing things up and ever evolving, and it was a nice reminder.
Jazz is a very improvisational genre.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a particular song, but it was the whole show.
The whole show of, what was it called?
Kikagaku Moyo.
Kikagaku Moyo.
Okay. Fairy King by Queen. It's my second Queen reference, but I think that song, Bohemian, probably in there too. Also, Thank You Scientist has a song. I'm forgetting what it's called, but there's a few songs that have shown me that you can literally do whatever the hell you want with music, and it can work. If you sell it, if you own it, you can literally do anything, and it's music. Granted, we might think one song sucks over another or one song is better than the other, but they show me that you can do whatever the hell you want and it's possible to make it sound dope.
Right. You'd say Queen because they really mess around on their stuff.
They do, yeah, absolutely.
The Bug Collector by Haley Hendricks, I feel like pulls lyrics and especially trumpets as an instrument together in a way that really just kind of, it makes you forget that you're listening to music and you feel like you're living it, if that makes sense.
Any other examples?
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know actually. I wouldn't say Taylor Swift, I think. I think she has great lyrics and she does a great job with music, but I'm always conscious that I'm listening to her, I feel like.
But the Bug Collector does something new that you haven't heard.
Yeah, pulls me out. of the world.
Just about anything from Wilco, from the band Wilco, especially Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. They mesh like 6 different genres together, and it sounds amazing. And I didn't think that was possible. That'd be the first thing that comes to mind. That and Soundgarden.
And for me, it's Frightened Rabbit. Scott Hutchison is my favorite lyricist. Really just kind of opened the doors for being extremely to the point and vulnerable with his lyricism. And that's been incredibly inspiring for me. And then I also think too, just like artists like Phoebe Bridgers and Billie Eilish, I think we've been a little deterred just because we feel like people haven't really liked honest music for a long time, and then when Phoebe Bridgers and Billie Eilish got introduced to the scene, we felt like people are starting to really like just normal people talking about normal problems.
Oh wait, one more thing. I usually don't ask this, but you were so great tonight. Where are you performing next for the viewing audience here in Denver? What's the next few shows going to be?
Skylark Lounge on January 26th.
At Skylark Lounge, and then
26th.
February 25th at the High Dive, and March 11th at the High Dive.
January, February, and March. 3 months in the new. All right.
Yeah.
Those are some fantastic answers. Here's your free tape. There you go.
Thank you.
Take that.
Yeah, for sure.
Nick Cicada's greatest hits there.
Awesome.
Here's your free mixtape.
Thank you.
There you go. Okay, there you go. There's your free mixtape. Thanks for hanging around. Fascinating question, fascinating answers. Just great stuff. So what I tell you, huh, folks? Even tonight, on the cold, brisk evening of December, Denver's music scene simply does not disappoint, and there is an untapped amount of talent here in the gosh dang 303. Until next time, this is Nick Cicada signing off, and I'll be back next month in the new year with more interesting questions.
Asking interesting questions. Asking interesting questions. Asking interesting questions. Asking interesting questions.
Nicholas Comics are the top.